Hi, I'm Alex, and welcome to the second episode of Cooking with M&S in collaboration with Taste Magazine. Today we'll be cooking a beautiful lunch, perfect for summer afternoons. I'll start by preparing all the meats using M&S marinades and sauces. As an accompaniment, I'm going to make green salads with lovely M&S dressings, and I'll show you all the techniques you need to make the perfect summer barbecue. We're going to start with pork fillets, which we're going to marinate in M&S honey and mustard sauce. We've got pork fillets here. We need to trim off the fat. Chop up. Any more fat bits, remove them. And then we're going to cube it up, which we can now skewer, about 3 on each. Feel free to add a few herbs to give it freshness. Nice generous coating of honey mustard. Turn over your skewers, make sure they're nicely coated in the honey and mustard sauce, and refrigerate until you barbecue. And there's your pork fillet with honey and mustard M&S sauce. Our second recipe is chicken breasts with M&S Caribbean spice jerk sauce. This is a double breast. Remove the tenderloins at the bottom, the fat bits in between. Cube it up to even cubes. Our skewers, again about 3. These marinades are good because they can be used both to season the meat before you cook it, and then you can serve this on the side as a sauce. Good coating of this. Turn your skewers in the sauce and make sure they get a good coating. Once they're coated nicely, you're ready to put in the fridge before you barbecue later on.
To accompany your barbecue, there's nothing better than fresh salads. Perfect dressings for these are the M&S Creamy Caesar dressing, M&S Honey Mustard dressing, and M&S pistachios to sprinkle on top. Chop some cherry tomatoes in half, wash some salad leaves well after soaking for a few minutes, spin dry, turn into a salad bowl, tear up the larger leaves, sprinkle with croutons and oven-baked pancetta cubes. Add your tomatoes and pour over M&S Caesar dressing. Here's another salad you can make with the mixed leaves. Take M&S salted pistachios out of their shell, sprinkle on top of the salad. Again, add some cherry tomatoes, pour the M&S honey mustard dressing, and toss. Here are some salads using M&S dressings.
Pork ribs with M&S sweet chili sauce. I have a rack of ribs, which I'm going to cut up, trying to keep an even amount of meat between the bone. Put these into a bowl. Here I have a piece of ginger, which are frozen because it grates better. Don't even have to peel it. Garlic. The best thing to use, garlic crusher. Soy sauce. Sesame oil. That's sesame Asian flavor. And obviously you need a bit of oil for them to caramelize. The star ingredient, M&S sweet chili sauce. Keep some for later for basting over the barbecue. Get your hands into it, mix them up, get the flavor in, all the meat, make sure they're coated. You want them to be completely covered with the sauce. We're going to put those in the fridge until we're ready to barbecue. And those are the M&S pork ribs with sweet chili sauce.
Another thing I'm going to make, which I can keep warm in the oven, is southern fried chicken. Peanut oil, make sure it's hot, 3 eggs, chili sauce, southern fried seasoning, which is salt, pepper and garlic powder, seasoned self-raising flour. I'm going to serve this with M&S sticky barbecue marinade and sauce. First, break open your eggs in a bowl. Beat the eggs. Add as much chili sauce as is needed till you get an orange color. Pierce the legs so it cooks through. Cover both sides generously with the southern fried seasoning, dip in the egg mixture and cover nicely, and finally coat the chicken in the flour mixture. Fry in the hot peanut oil for about 15 minutes, turning at least once. Once ready, drain and place onto kitchen paper. And that's your southern fried chicken, which you can keep warm in the oven until you are ready to serve.
Finally, summer's here, table's ready, the chicken's finished, it's in the oven keeping warm, our barbecue's on nice and hot, and we can start grilling our meats. Turn continuously, skewers, get that rosemary on, get some smoky flavor, keep your pork on one side and your chicken on the other side, and baste with your M&S sauces. If you cut your meat up nicely, you'll have meat on both sides. Keep an eye on them, make sure they get evenly grilled. Ribs will take a bit longer than the other meats because of the bone. When you see them dry up, pastry brush some of the marinade and brush off, keeping that flavor there. Put as much as is needed to give them the nice coating of flavor. Halfway through the ribs, it's important that you put more sweet chili sauce. This dries up and you want to get that nice caramelized flavor going around the ribs. Try to keep the wood skewers off the flame. Keep the meat on and the wood off. You can soak them in water, which will help them not burn, or you can use metal. So here is our M&S barbecue lunch. Southern fried chicken with M&S sticky barbecue sauce, pork fillets marinated in honey mustard sauce, chicken with Caribbean spicy jerk breasts, and sweet chili barbecued ribs, all served with salad dressings from M&S. All recipes can be found on Taste Magazine. You can buy all ingredients from M&S and Winedrop.com. Thanks again for watching, and join me again for another episode of Cooking with M&S.